can prove that you have never touched anybody so far in life. You have not touched anybody in life. It's only your illusion that you are touching somebody. But your experience of touch is so real that you say, I have touched. But touch never happens. How do you touch, let's say? The touching means that two things come in contact, right? That is what touch means. How many of you are from the science background, at least up to 12th, 10th, 12th, science background? All of you? Okay, great. Okay, great. So you know this world is made up of three atomic particles called electron, proton and neutron. You know that? What you call electron, proton and neutron, in Eastern philosophy we call them Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Okay? So don't go by the nomenclature. You call them proton, neutron. Those who see this world as a trinity, you also see the world. A scientist also starts seeing world as a trinity. Trinity of particles creating this universe. There is nothing else like three. And you cannot actually imagine how these three become so much weird and so much distinct, and so many objects get created out of these three only. All the feelings, all the plays of life are happening because of these three only. Right or not? There is no other particle than electron, proton and neutron which is stable. I am talking of stable particles. These are three particles which are making up anything in this world. So how an atom is made? Atom has a nucleus and then around it there are electrons. There are electrons. They are in the cloud form. There is a small nucleus, there is a big electron cloud. And the electron is charged negatively, negatively charged electron cloud. And the nucleus is positively charged. You'll see I'm giving 10th grade knowledge, but again 10th grade knowledge is useful in understanding the life as such. So this electron cloud is negatively charged, and any other atom is also electron and nucleus, positively charged electron and nucleus. Then there is another law which is called, the law by scientists called Coulomb. And the Coulomb gave a law that if you bring in two similar charges together, they start repelling each other. And the force of repulsion goes higher and higher and higher and higher as you bring them together. And if you try to bring them and actually try to touch them, that means the distance between them becomes almost zero or zero. In that case, the force between them will become infinite. So it means, and neither of us have that much force, infinite force available that we can make two electrons collide. It doesn't happen, it never has happened. Now think about it. If you are made up of three, electron, proton and neutron, the outer surface of my being is electron. Anywhere I see, it is electron, is it not? The other person is also the same. Now how can you ever penetrate electron into electron? How can you even touch these two skins? Not possible. It's only a feeling. Your feeling, and that is also not external. It is a feeling generated within your system which goes to your mind and you see, I have touched. It has nothing to do with the other person. Right? It has nothing to do with the other person. And your perception is that I am touching. And what you are experiencing? Your own currents. The other person has no role to play. It could have been a stone that also produces the same kind of touch. It could have been any other object that will also give you the illusion of touch.
So my question actually, and you said stone, so I was saying that if it's an object, whether it's a hot stone or something else, that feeling is also generated in something. If you're touching hot,
it is also generated within you. It is generated within you, your system.
But then the external manifestation of, like, suppose, you get a blister or something like that, right? Say a hot, a utensil, right? Get the blister. So how is that being manifested through your mind?
Only through
Physically?
your mind. Only through your mind. I'll now just tell you. The same can be produced in the deep hypnosis state by keeping an ordinary stone on your hand and saying it is too hot. Your mind creates a blister.
Yeah.
It is always mind which does it. It's a sense of heat. Mind gets a sense of temperature, and then it creates whatever it wants in your body. Right? Even the physical deformity, so you say I get hurt, my body get mutilated, this, that, what is happening? Ultimately, then comes our real question. Then where am I? Out of these three particles, where am I exist? Who am I? Am I electron, proton? Now the question comes whether I am electron, proton or neutron or something else. Definitely something else, because I can observe them. So I am separate from it. That is real me. Okay. So spirituality begins there. Everything else is superficial. Everything else is in the domain of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. This is called the domain of Maya, illusion. Okay. The reality is only you. You, the one who observes it. Okay. Now I will tell you that in this world, whatever you are and whatever you think yours is, right? There is an I and there is a my. Okay. Okay. There is I and there is something my. Whatever is my is not you, and whatever is I is you. Now just think, who are you? Because my cannot be I. By the same logic, if you say this is my car, you will become your car. You can't become your car. In the same logic, if you say this is my hand, this hand cannot be you, because otherwise you will become the hand. Right? So go by this logic and try understanding. Please contemplate for some time and think who you are.
We are saying it's more identity for identity.
You see, go back to your definition. Whatever is my is not I.
I feel like I am something inside. So what does that mean? That is I, that is a consciousness. Okay, yeah, I get that. But how can you define?
You say my feeling. No? Are you feeling, or you are observing the feeling? You experience that feeling. Are you the feeling, or you are the feeler of the feeling? Please tell me. Is it your feeling or is it somebody else's feeling?
I can, like, what do you say, experience that feeling. That doesn't mean that I'm observing.
Is it your experience or is it somebody else's experience?
So right now I'm listening to you. It's my experience.
Okay,
That's what
okay. So if it is your experience, it is not you.
It's
Because your cannot be you. My cannot be me. Understood now? Now try contemplating on it and you will understand the life is very mysterious.